Alright, so I've been using this. I got from my mother. I've had it for years though, so I needed a flat surface to work on, and here we are. Yep. Get you a nice little rag, old t-shirt. Alright, so boom. I found a piece of plywood. Let's see. Just going to set this on top of here. Boom, and there we go. We got a working surface. Alright, now the problem is here, we have our starter that we took out of the car here. Alright, so there's that. So this is the thing. Had the car sitting for a while. I went to go start it. All the dash lights would come on, everything, no problem. And then you turn the key over and nothing. No noise, no nothing. So I checked wiring. I checked the battery, of course. Recharged it. Put it back in. Still nothing. So the next thing was I checked all the fuses related to ignition and all that. Nothing. And then I checked the relay. One of the relays, I think it was the air conditioner or something. It was the same one, so I swapped it, put it in, nothing. Okay, so I tested, and I got a multimeter and tested to see if the power going from the battery over to the starter was traveling correctly. So I found out that that was all good and everything. So that led me to believe that the solenoid on the starter or something wrong with the starter. So started tearing the car apart. And yeah, I guess on this specific 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, it's an ES all-wheel drive version. And yeah, you have to tear the intake manifold apart, tear everything apart, just to get to the starter out. Alright, better angle here. Just had to switch over. So we got the starter out. And let's see. There you go, zoom out a little. Oh. So we got the starter out. And this was what I was looking at. It connects right here down to here to keep it grounded. And this little piece right here, basically this copper wiring, when I touched it, it just brittled and crumbled away. So I mean, on the cheap fix, you could probably get some more copper wire, solder it down on this piece, solder it back to this, and then solder this back to there. I'm pretty sure this would be still good, but I mean, it's got 133,000 miles on it, and yeah, it's pretty crusty and all that, so I went and looked at prices. Alright, so here we are on a website. It's O'Reilly's. For a new one, $350. We want to save money. We don't want to spend that much. Remanufactured, $245. Alright, that's still a little bit too much money to be spending. So we looked elsewhere. And here we are. Boom. eBay can be your friend sometimes. I'm not sure how good the quality is, but if you look at the price, there's the starter. Look at that price. Under $50. And this condition, brand new. Let's take a gamble with that. Instead of spending $350, we can save $300 and get one for $50. Alright, so bingo, here we are. FedEx to the rescue. And we have a brand new starter for $50. Look at that. Put it right next to the old one. Let's see. Probably before I even try to put it on. Probably just be best to compare them, right? Take it out of the bag here. And side by side here. Let's see. Alright. Well, there's this one. And then here's this one. This one definitely looks bigger. For sure. But let's see. Here's this thing. It looks like that ground wire. It looks like this one they actually put some like plastic shrink wrap on or whatever, so at least it'll kind of help it from the exposed elements. Alright, so what I want to do basically is measure, let's back up, measure from here to here, and then from here to here, because this is where it goes in and spins with the crankshaft, or the flywheel. You got these little teeth, they come out and they spin to start the car. You want to have that gap the same on the new one as the old one. You want that. And then this circle here, this one looks a lot bigger, but so you want to test it, measure it, I guess. Make sure these there's two bolts that hold it in. Make sure those are lining up, and then that way you got a little heads up, so you don't go and try to just throw it in the car. You already know, okay, it's gonna fit most likely. Alright, so we went ahead and got our little tape measure here. Put that up. Put that out about, let's see, there to there, it's 7 inches. The old one, there to there, 7 inches. So that's good. And then, let's see, those holes where they hold in, about 3 3/4 there. That's about 3 3/4. So it looks like where it bolts in, that'll be fine. And then the main thing is this right here, that around, when you go to stick that baby in to the engine there. This one looks smaller than this one. But I don't know if it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, because this part right here is bigger. We're going to find out for sure with a piece of string. Alright, so here we go. I went ahead and got a whole freaking yarn and string here. And what I want to do is just go around this top part all the way around, and right there in the tip of my, let's put my, I got about my thumb right, put my thumb right there. Ooh. We're going to put our thumb right on the end of this tape measure. See where we're heading. Alright, that's about 9 inches right there. So now we're going to see on the new one the same thing. Go around where it's going to make sure it gets all the way on the bottom there, because that's where it's going to fit in snug. has to be perfect, because there's little teeth that come out of this thing and spin to start that, to catch on to that, give it the spark to go. It's got to be lined up perfect. Otherwise you're going to lead into a whole bunch of other issues. Alright, so there's that. Let's see. Alright, that one's 9 inches too. So, even though side by side, this one looks quite bigger, the main thing that matters is the bolts that hold it in, and the main thing that matters is that this circle on both of these, where it fits inside, that's going to actually fit in. So it looks like good. So, next thing to do, because it took me quite a while to tear this damn car apart to get it frickin' even get the starter out. I don't want to put this baby in, then put the intake manifold and everything back together, and then next thing you know, the car don't even start because something wrong with the starter. That would be a whole problem. So, I'm gonna test it to see if it works. Alright, so let's move this out of the way. Let's see, put this new starter right there, put the old starter here, push that out of the way. We got the new starter, and we got over here, grab us a battery, got some jumper cables, and I might as well check to see this, right? See if we got a good battery anyways. Let's see. Oh, I don't have enough hands. 2.32. 3 point. Here, let's see if I can. Let's do it this way, I guess. Alright, we got it set up to where we should be able to see it. I'm going to tap these to the battery just to see what. Alright, 12.33, so that should be. I think the normal range is 12.6 to 12.8. So 12.3, it says it needs a little charge in the battery charger, or I'm pretty sure if you put it back in the car, the alternator will just charge it right back up. So anyway, this is just for to test the starter right now. So I'll put this back over here like that. Spin it. Alright, so we're gonna hook up. Oh. Man, video recording is a lot harder than I thought here. I don't have a tripod or anything. Alright. Now I just hook up the negative to the negative, positive to the positive. I'd probably do it like that. Alright, so we got our juice hooked up. That back over here. Alright. So, what I want to do is, where's my little, there we go. Got one of these little doohickers. So we're going to hook up. Let's see. Oh. Whoa. There's that. Don't touch those battery jumper cables together by accident. It might give you a little spark. Shoo! Alright, so what we're going to do is clip this negative here to ground this case here. going to, I don't know if these alligator clips will get around this. Oh, they will. Perfect. Oh, I don't know if you saw that, but got my little alligator clip on that bottom one there. And then we're going to alligator clip that bottom one to this. This one here is basically like when you're going to turn the key. As soon as you turn the key to start it, that's what, boom, makes that connection. So as soon as we give this power, this baby should open and spin for us. Let us know what we got working with here. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice little spark. You want to see this too. That baby's sparking a lot. That baby connected. Sounds very good. Nice and smooth. See how she popped out and popped back in? Beautiful. So that there, my friends, is a working starter. We gotta put this baby in now. Alright, so our working starter. And then I mentioned that I had to tear apart the whole damn car to get this starter out. So I had, let's see, let me jump over here. Alright, this is my paperwork. I did a scan on this bad toad. And EGR valve, flow insufficient detected. And then you got the 1, 2, and 3 different transmission codes. We're gonna deal with those after, but the main thing is we gotta get her started. But yeah, that insufficient flow, that frickin' EGR valve is like $400 or $500. So, while we had it out, we took that baby out. There's that. I had to get the top off so we can push this. There's a little spring in there, pushes the valve that's in there, and that's what gets gummed up inside there, a bunch of carbon and everything. Get some carbon choke cleaner, clean that out, and there's that. You just put that valve back on top. That valve there goes right back on top of here after you clean it all out, but you needed to take that top off so you can push. You have to push that valve in there so you can get it, all that gunk cleaned in and out so it don't get stuck or low flow. And then also I got the throttle body right here. So I mean, that was, I've already sprayed both of them once, but yeah, let's see how freaking dirty that is. Like, super gross. So I got my carbon choke cleaner, my throttle body cleaner, and we're gonna get those cleaned all up nice. So I'm hoping that EGR valve flow can be fixed by cleaning it. I don't want to spend $400 or $500 for that part. Alright, so on my journey to get this car that's been sitting for 2 years now back on the road.